Kyle, another heavy defeat, unfortunately, but that first half there was plenty of effort, barring that first 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, mate, 100%. We saw some probably best line speed we've had, been really disruptive. We had quite a lot of control. We set a target of some not having the marker errors, because we know they're quite good around them areas, and I think we only had 1 or 2 in the first half. So yeah, positive from there. Forced a couple of errors as well, and then yeah, we got a little bit of luck and one another in this bottom corner that they dropped. But yeah, we started all right, and then
yeah. Unfortunately, that second half that we've had all so often this year came back to haunt us, and to be fair, both halves started similar sort of pattern where we conceded inside the first 5 minutes or so of each half. In that second half, unfortunately, it was a bit of a downward spiral from then. Yeah,
100%, mate. The first one in the first half, like you said, you go not ideal, but so early, obviously you can dictate a little bit, and they proved that they did. Obviously we're coming at half time and we go, look, we know where we need to be. We know we're patched together. We've had lads that have trained with us once. We've had lads that have trained in that position once, and again, no excuses, sorry. But I expect it to be a little bit clunky. But that's where we're so really proud and obviously excited by the effort and everything we saw, and the togetherness that the culture basically that we're trying to bring. But yeah, then in the second half after that happened, there's just too many weak tries around the middle, and I know it's not just a one-off plays, it's an accumulation of the losing the rucks and whatever, but our line speed just wasn't the same. And I think we got a little bit frustrated with a couple of decisions and in the first half, and it boiled over half time, and then whether you like it or not, them little seeds are out are planted, mate, and I think that's the bit that we're having to develop with these young men, you know, moving past them little bits and understanding what you can control, and that sometimes your effort's not going to get rewarded, but it doesn't mean you go off task. And unfortunately we did, and we did it, like I said, it's a smaller period than it has been. Still with 30 points, it's still not good enough.
Yeah. Is that those little things like line speed and things like that, although you don't want to see them out there on a game thing, is it something that you can try and work on in training to improve those bits? Yeah,
100%, and it is what we're doing. I think the frustrating thing, and again, I think it's safe to say this every week, it makes me a little bit like a kick in the stomach to say it, but there is clear signs of improvement. It baffles me and it really frustrates me that we're having this conversation again after the first half, where we really made them work for everything. You know, like I said, we disrupted everything. We've forced their error. They're a very platform team in terms of they'll go to a certain blade of grass to play a certain play and whatnot, and fair play obviously worked in end for them today. But obviously we dealt with that really well to start with. We just don't have the continuity to score enough points and play like we're trying to play in positions, and again, we do try and train all these things. I think it's plain to see that you can see the marked improvement in the line speed, and especially in their aggression and the follow-up play. Obviously, we just have too many let-offs where we think his job's done, and we're playing against 2 good teams to do that. And then, yeah, we don't have a great deal of bodies in and around. We don't have everyone in the right position, so it is really hard to train that. But again, we're just going to go again to next run of 4 big games again, and then keep trying to improve and get some results. That's what it's down to at the end of the day. It's not about just we're not happy with improving, like I'm not happy with it, they're not happy with it, and we're marking out these areas we need to improve. So we've got to take action now, and for a long enough period to win a game.
Obviously we're moving into the last 4 games of the season now. You probably look at hopefully trying to get something out of the next 3. Starting next week at Batley against at home. Is it a case of getting a few more bodies fit, raring to go, and spending plenty of time on the training pitch? Yeah, we're definitely going to have to break down some of them areas again, like I said, where people have just missed their assignment, their individual job, and too many one-on-one misses. But yeah, for us nothing changes. It's really hard to plan at the minute. Like I said, seem to have 15 bodies and start week, and then obviously we get a couple of lone players in that fill us out towards the end of the week, but it really is see who's available on a Friday at the minute. So it's tough to do it like that, but we had an opportunity today, mate, and we had an opportunity last week, and we had an opportunity every other week as well, to be fair, and by no means is any game more of an opportunity than another. As we are proving consistently, we are our own worst enemy. So we'll keep striving for some more consistency through our 80 minutes, and then, like you said, we're just going to attack every game with everything we can, no matter where it is. And
I don't want to be too downbeat. Obviously, that second half's left a bit of taste, as you can probably tell. But there's some. It is again outlined by frustration, because I just don't understand how you do what you do. And then just give up a little bit like we did when it got a bit tougher. But like I said, I think we're finding them excuses that we can't control, and we'll work our way around them. And look, the effort, everything else is getting better, and we know what we're doing. We need to play a bit better. We need to ask more questions with ball. We're trying to play, we're trying to thrive in them environments, and you're not really seeing it at the minute. So hopefully we get a little bit of continuity with players, personnel in right positions, and some combinations start to show, and then we can build off that effort, and it'll last a longer period of time.
Commiserations on today. We'll regroup, ready for battling next week at home.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.